Shalom, we the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out, prophesying His truth and the return of the Heavenly Father and His Son to set up the kingdom forever for the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, which is the correct name in the pure Hebrew according to proper translation of artifacts and scriptures and faith. Yahweh being the Father's name and Yahushua being who the real ignorantly and falsely calls Jesus in a bunch of proper and improper translations. But I would want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that the Most High set up according to scriptures, and double honors to them men that rule well of Great Millstone, and all the brothers likewise, the elders of their cities and things like that, and all the brothers likewise doing His word, pushing His word out, doing His work in true sincerity and charity, and those that listen and follow in true sincerity and charity. Shalom. But I want to hop into this lesson. Lord willing, I hope it's edifying. This is Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon and Apocrypha, which is part of the Old Testament. If you have a 1611, Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. So what the ungodly thinking is not right, which is the wicked. And we know the wicked is Esau Edom, the so-called white man that's ruling today, that's finna be brought down and put into captivity and hardcore bondage and serve out his punishment. And then he's going to be annihilated from off the face of the earth, according to the scriptures, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the God of the heavens, the creator of all things, of all nations, but he chose the Israelites. Let's get that cleared first. But yeah, the wicked, this is the wicked speaking. And we know 2/3 of our people are joined on to the so-called white man, the you of your father, the devil, according to the scriptures. And we know who the devil is. Physically, it's the so-called white man. We know Satan is physically the so-called white man, and those other nations that's joined unto him, the 2/3 of our nation that's joined unto him. So the way they thinking is not right. And the lesson, the title of this lesson, Lord willing, is going to be the Y.O.L.O destroyed. You only live once. That doctrine, that mentality, that mindset is destroyed through scriptures. But this is the ungodly thinking. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. See, they err not knowing the scriptures, because the scriptures tell you Yahushua was risen from the grave, and Yahushua performed miracles, and he raised Lazarus from the grave. He raised a young girl from the grave, and these are miracles, and the Most High can do what he wants. Now we know that the process of life itself is when you die, your spirit goes to the Most High, and your body go back to the ground. That's the process of life. No one died, gets shot up, come back, same body, same spirit. No. Your spirit goes to the Most High, you come back in another body, which is reincarnation. Now Esau, the so-called white man, have no salvation, has no life in Yahushua, has no parts in the kingdom to come but slavery. They're going to be back with the other nations. But think about so-called white men, they're going to be destroyed after they serve their punishment, their double punishment, and the other nations are going to go back to their land. And we're going to keep them corrected, we're going to rebuke them, and we're going to keep them in order. But the way those wicked think, man, is not right. That Y.O.L.O mentality, starting with the famous people of our nation, Drake mainly, and those who think like that, that is not the right way to think, because that you only live once. That's not a right mindset. We have many lives we lived before this one, and you understand, it's called reincarnation. The Bible speaks of reincarnation, and there is resurrection. For the those that believe on Yahushua. Just like he raised Yahushua, they will be raised too from the dead if they die. But some won't see death. But to stay on topic, the Most High is only dealing with the elect. Only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be saved and believe. 2/3 of our people got to die because they think they Africans. They think they cool with white people. They think they white. They think they only live once and you go to hell. Hell is not in the scriptures nowhere. We live in hell. Earth is hell. This is the place of judgment according to scriptures. And I'm going to pull out scriptures, Lord willing. I hope this lesson is edifying. And I'm going to come back to this. But I'm going to jump real quick to 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra, chapter I'm going to jump to 15 first. Second Ezra, chapter 14, verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. Then shall the name of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So when you die, that is your judgment. But you're going to come back again. That spirit is going to go back into another body to receive the judgment. Now, we all got to stand in front of the judgment seat of the Most High. You understand, if you died 20 years ago, that soul is back. Souls don't get destroyed. Bodies do. That soul is back. Somebody that just died last week, that soul can be back. Rather on this side, and if you're a heathen, you're going to be back in, you're going to come back into slavery. You know, you ain't no escaping it. You're going to come back into slavery. That's just a scripture proving. And I'm going to jump to 7. That's just one scripture proving that, hey, you do come back indeed. So don't get caught up in that you only live once doctrine. Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we shall begin to suffer for it after death. And how do you suffer for it? Hey, you get punished or you get judged here on earth. And I'm going to show you that in Ecclesiastes, because the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 28 and 10, precept must be upon precept, line upon line. Hey, and this how you suffer for it here on earth. You know, you're going to be brought back into your body, reincarnation. Ecclesiastes 3 and 6:15, that which I've been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God required that which is past. And moreover, I saw under the sun, which is the place we live and walk on and breathe air, the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity is there. So ain't no such thing as hell, man. This is where you receive your judgment at. This is where it go down at when you come back, which is reincarnation back in the flesh. Now the so-called white man, you other nations, y'all have no resurrection. And Yahweh Shem Al-Shai, which is salvation. Y'all gonna taste that second death, which is the ICBM nuclear missile fire, and 2/3 of our people for being wicked as all hell. Hebrews 9 and 27. I'm gonna jump to that real quick, then I'm gonna get back into the lesson, because I just want to prove the point according to the scriptures that the Most High don't contradict itself. And as it is appointed unto man once to die, but after this the judgment. So you're gonna die, you're gonna receive your judgment on this side, but then you gotta come back into the flesh to receive your judgment. That's just how it goes. You know, that's just how it goes, and you know, you cannot question that. Reincarnation is scriptural, you know, and we know that Yahweh Shai got his elect. We know that through the elect, 2/3 are gonna be brought back into the kingdom. You know, so let's jump back to this wisdom of Solomon. Hope I cleared that up. That hey, you ain't no such thing as you only live once. You have lived before, you will live again until the Most High set his kingdom up for the Israelites, because it's gonna be an everlasting kingdom. They're gonna rule forever. That's gonna be that. Verse 2, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath of our nostril is as a smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned to ashes. Yeah, your body do go back to the ground, and our spirit shall vanish as a soft air. That's going off, because the scripture tell you in Ecclesiastes, and I'm going to get it, because this is how you understand things. Scripture states that I precepts how you understand it. King David said that, Ecclesiastes 12 and 7, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So ain't no such thing as your spirit die. Ain't no such thing as your spirit vanish as the ungodly think. They err, not knowing the scriptures. You Y.O.L.O, hashtag Y.O.L.O lifestyle mindset. This is the motto. People that think like that, you ignorant. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as in the mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. Now the so-called white man, this is going to be his judgment is slavery. We know that his judgment is slavery. Then he's going to be wiped out. But those spirits are not going to be destroyed. Just him and his existence. Now, if you live in a life according to here in America, which is our captivity, If you die, you will be back if the great day of judgment is not here. You will be back in a thing called reincarnation. And if you're a part of the elect, you have salvation in Yahweh Shem Shai. You have resurrection unto life. If you're a 2/3, you're going to die a horrible death and you're going to come back to the kingdom because 2/3 rejected Yahweh Shai and delivered him up. And I'm going to read verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passes away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is a fast seal, so that no man cometh again. Hey, the scriptures tell you though, man. If you think like that, that's a weak mindset. Because you gotta understand, if you got trust and believe, how about Shema Shai gonna save you, and he a man of his word, he's gonna save you, and he's not gonna let you down. And he's gonna save you. You're gonna have salvation in him, regardless of what people think, regardless of the way life and situation and circumstances may be, and the trials and tribulations we go through. That's the condition of the battle, according to Second Ezra. That's the whole condition of the battle. But if you put your trust in him, he's gonna deliver you. This Psalms 14:1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. So people that think you only live once, you atheists, and I'm talking to the Israelites, man, you so-called blacks, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. If you think like this, you a fool, man, because God do exist. There is salvation. There is life after this, man. There is a kingdom prepared and waiting for those that love and labor in his word, man, that show love to his name. The Most High is not going to forget his people. Though he was enemy towards us and cast us off, he didn't cast us off forever. Through his mercies, we are not consumed, according to scriptures. And Lord willing, I hope this last was edifying. I just want to keep it short. Hey, that Y.O.L.O is going to be destroyed through the scriptures, man. Hey, and the so-called white man, that's their mindset. They think they only live once. And some of them know they're not going to have resurrection in Yahweh Shem Shai. So they so wicked and they so greedy. And this is what they do. Verse 6, come on, therefore let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as a youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointment, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Hey, and they do that, man. Verse 10, let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Hey, so the so-called white man do these things because they know. They know ain't no resurrection for them, man. They know what's going to be their outcome. And some of them don't. And they need to be taught. But with that, I'm going to say all praise and glory, honor to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honor to elders and apostles, great millstone. Hope this lesson was edifying. Thank the water for the man that the Most High set up to teach us and guide us. And man able to destroy things like the hell doctrine and no reincarnation. And you only live once, bull, the madness. Hey, and a bunch of more things, man, that we able to cut. Shalom.